welcome to the Hupcast. Hello and welcome to the Hupcast. This is the 6th episode. On today's show, we have got tracks from Mermaidens, Soccer Practice, Kane Strang, Fazerdaze, The Scones, and former friends of Young Americans. It's going to be quite an interesting half an hour. But let's just get going, shall we? Before I start talking rubbish. The first track today is by a band from Wellington that are coming up to play at Nivara Lounge on the 29th of January. This is Mermaidens and a track called Seed. Very cool. That's Mermaidens and a track called Seed, which you can download from Bandcamp. It'll be on their forthcoming album, which I believe is out in March. We've got an interview with Mermaidens in the first issue of the Hupzine. We're trying to do a little zine type thing with various bits and bobs in it, and there's a really neat interview with Mermaidens in it. And also this next lot, this is Soccer Practice from Auckland, featuring Tom Burton, who some of you will probably know, has been in many bands previously and is an ex-Hamiltonian. There's also an interview with Soccer Practice in the zine, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly. But first of all, this is a track that was in quite a few top 10 lists of 2015, and it is called Windfall.
Waiting for the windfall.
Very cool. That's Soccer Practice and a track called Windfall. You can see Soccer Practice at the Nivara Lounge together with Mermaidens on January the 29th. And also playing will be the Goth and the Pixie, who were quite fantastic at the Christmas show back in December, playing with a full lineup of bass and drums for the first time. It was a very, very cool gig, so I cannot wait to see those guys play. Just a little bit more about the zine. It should be out on the 22nd of January. If you keep your eye on Facebook, if you're interested, I'll let you know where it's going to be available, and it'll also be available at the show on the 29th of Jan. Some pretty cool stuff in there, stuff that you won't find online, but yeah, if you're interested in that sort of thing, I think it'll be worthwhile. Now, this next band are from Dunedin. They're called Kane Strang. It's something I've been listening to a lot over summer. It's reminded me of a whole heap of different bands, but in a very good way. I couldn't perhaps tell you who right now, but anyway, this is Kane Strang, and the track is called, excuse me, it's called Full Moon, Hungry Sun, and it's from the album Blue Cheese, which you can download from Bandcamp. Kane Strang. Very cool. That's Kane Strang and a track called Full Moon, Hungry Sun from the album Blue Cheese, which you can download from Bandcamp. I'm hoping to get them to come and play at some point this year if they venture north. We shall see. This is another album I've been listening to over the summer. It's actually an EP, but you know. It's by Fazerdaze, and this is a track called Zero. Very cool. Fazerdaze and a track called Zero from the eponymous EP, which you can download from Bandcamp, as I keep saying pretty much after every single track. Never mind. This next one I didn't get from Bandcamp, actually. This is a band which are based in Auckland and in Hamilton. It was very cool at a show recently when the singer Julian came up and introduced himself, and we had a good old yarn. And this is quite a fantastic song, as all of their songs, of course, if you like that sort of thing, but I do. And if you're listening to this still, you probably will as well. This is by The Scones, and it's called Scones.
When your mother bakes a batch of scones, she always makes too many. On the first day, they're the perfect thing to have with your Devonshire tea. On the second day, a relegation, only just good enough for me. On the next day, the hardened pastry just cannot be squeezed. And on the fourth day, the only things retaining edibility are the sultanas from Food Town, juicy little bits that make it good there. Sultanas from Food Town, virtuous reminders of motherhood there. Sultanas from Food Town. I know the things that mean everything to you, and I know that what you say just can't all be true. You know the way I know that everyone's a scone, and the only things that are really left when everything else is gone are the sultanas from Food Town, juicy little bits all stuck in the middle there. Sultanas from Food Town, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, riddle there. Sultanas from Food Town.
That's The Scones and a track called Scones, and I didn't get it from Bandcamp. In fact, you can download that from SoundCloud, but you have to go to soundcloud.com/superscone. And it is scone, it's not scones. I talked to Julian about this, and he told me that it is in fact scones, is how they, say it. Anyway, what else can I tell you about? I've got one more track to play, but just before that. So we've got the Hup zine coming out, which is like a little zine, magazine, zine thing, with interviews and a little quiz in there, and gig guide, and other bits and bobs, photographs. And that will be available at our show on the 29th of January at Nivara Lounge, which is Mermaidens Soccer Practice and the Goth and the Pixie. And it'll also be available somewhere in town around the place, and probably by post as well if you're that super keen. But look out on Facebook for that. I'll let you know where and how you can get hold of a copy. So the show, 29th of January, hope to see you there. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Very much looking forward to seeing all three bands, Mermaidens, Soccer Practice, and the Goth and the Pixie. Our February show is very exciting. We've got, coming over from New South Wales, we've got Ted Dancing with Wolves, a tremendous name, and a very, very cool-looking band as well. Saxophone. Not enough saxophone in punk bands these days, so I'm very much looking forward to see that. Together with Team Ugly from Auckland, which features Sam Shepland that played in How Get at the Christmas show. And then the March show is going to be quite phenomenal indeed. Inchworm are back together. You've probably read it by now, I'd imagine. Inchworm, who were reasonably successful throughout the 90s, really cool indie band, Hamilton-based, together with Rumpus Room and Hyde and Tallow from Northland. That's going to be a fantastic show, but more on that nearer the time. But that's March the 11th at Nivara Lounge. The February show, Ted Danson with Wolves and Team Ugly and someone else, we'll let you know who, is February the 20th. And then the other show we've got is January the 29th. Thank you very much for listening to all my waffle. The songs have been very cool, I know. This last track is by former friends of Young Americans, who, of course, came over and played at the Christmas show. They were quite fantastic. It was very, very nice to meet both Amanda and Toby, and they put on a wonderful set, I thought, despite some technical glitches, and they were very well received, and I know they made quite a few new friends in town. Anyway, this is off their album, which you can download for free off Bandcamp. This track is called Love, Hope, Doubt. Thanks for listening. See you at Nivara Lounge on the 29th.
Love.